Welcome to another Warriors Weekly News. This week, the big news is the excerpt of A Starless Clan number 2, so I'll cover that at the end in case you want to avoid spoilers. On the official site, this week's quiz is about how well you know the kin, and the poll is about whether you'd forgive one star for his mistakes. I also noticed it seems that they've removed the Star Clan and None sections from the cats page, leaving only living clan cats. I'm not sure if that's intentional or a mistake. James Barry made 2 posts about the next graphic novel on Instagram. In one of them, he remarked that he had to work on his birthday and had 200 pages inked. The other was a clip of him adding some textures. It's not clear who the cats are in it. The only hint that we're really given is that he tagged it Beech Tree, and I'm not really able to connect that to anything at the moment. The last and most important piece of news this week is that the official site posted the prologue and first 3 chapters of A Starless Clan number 2, Sky. I'll summarize those next, so if you don't want spoilers, you'll want to end the video here. So to start off with, it wouldn't be Warriors without errors, so naturally it's contained a typo. They've since corrected the myrtle bloom in the allegiances. As far as the excerpt itself, in the prologue, Misty Star and Reed Whisker talk about how River Clan is in danger. In very vague terms, of course, so we don't know what sort of danger they mean. Reed Whisker wants to warn their clanmates and or ask the other clans for help. But Misty Star, on the other hand, replies that she had tried to warn them, and that she doesn't want the other clans to see how vulnerable River Clan is, so they have to trust their clanmates to sort it out themselves. Chapter 1 is from Sunbeam's point of view. She goes hunting with her clanmate Gullswoop, but is upset about how her clanmates still seem to be pitying her and praising her way too much. In order to try and show that she doesn't care that Blazefire rejected her, she brings him prey in the medicine den and they make some small talk. While she's there, Dawnwing and Tigerstar bring Rowan Kit. He has a fever, and it's not clear yet whether it's white cough or green cough. Their stores of catmint are low, and Shadowsight's just getting some from Sky Clan. At the end of the chapter, Sunbeam decides to still avoid her friend Lightleaf for now, feeling that their relationship needs time to heal. Chapter 2 is Nightheart's chapter. He's determined to prove himself a warrior after having failed his assessment twice and having rejected the name Flameheart, much to the shock of his clanmates. He reflects resentfully, as he has many times before, how everyone seems to want to compare him to Firestar. During a hunting patrol, he ignores Lion Blaze's instructions and tries to chase a squirrel into a tree, only to injure himself. He's sent back to camp, and while in the medicine den, Brightheart has a cough. But ThunderClan, like ShadowClan, seems to have no catmint. 2 days later, Nightheart tries to eat a meal with his mother and sister. They're still angry that he rejected the warrior name Bramblestar had originally intended to give him. And then he goes to talk with his foster sister Myrtle Bloom, who also isn't particularly sympathetic. Nightheart starts to wonder if he's wrong for not wanting to be like Firestar, or if his clan's wrong for expecting it. Chapter 3 is Frostpaws. She's still grieving her mother's death and hasn't eaten in days. Splashtail tries to convince her to eat, and they discuss the state of things in River Clan. Mothwing is the one organizing patrols since nobody seems willing to step up. Mothwing arrives and gives Frostpaw some tough love, reminding her that the clan needs her. Mothwing has decided not to ask the other clans for help, which is what they decided at the end of the previous book, and instead insists that Frostpaw needs to try to speak to StarClan and ask for a new leader again. Frostpaw remembers her mother's final words, "Trust no one," and wonders why she thought of it just then. She comes to accept that Mothwing is right. Her clan needs a leader, and it's up to her to speak to StarClan to learn who it should be. Well, so far, it seems like Sunbeam and Nightheart's stories are continuing with what we saw in River. She's still dealing with her relationships with Blazefire and Lightleap, while Nightheart still struggles with his ancestors' legacy. It sounds like the River Clan plot is definitely going to develop further, but it's not clear how, since the 3rd book's blurb doesn't say whether the leadership issue gets solved, just that Frostpaw's trying to guide her clanmates and that Tigerstar's watching their every move. I've seen some theories that perhaps Mothwing's going to turn evil, that maybe she even stole the catmint from the other clans. but I don't think they'd change her character that much. At least, I hope not. My other random thought from this excerpt is that maybe the next graphic novel has something to do with current events in the books, since it seems to be focused on Cloudsail or Brightheart. Brightheart is noted as being sick in this excerpt. The graphic novel is titled A Thief in ThunderClan, and ThunderClan's catmint is noted to be missing all of its sleeves, as if it were eaten by something, or maybe stolen? I'm probably reading too much into it, but it's fun to speculate until we have solid information. What are your thoughts on the excerpt? It's almost time to start counting down until release. It comes out November 1st, so we're at just a little over a month. Well, see you next time.